So here we are configuring SAP HR from basics, like from scratch. So go to SPRO transaction where we will do the configuration. So go to SAP reference IMG. So this is the place we will configure for all modules. So initially, as we discussed earlier, we have to configure enterprise structure where we will define our enterprise structure over here. So go to human resource management, and initially, as we discussed, we will create a personal area first. So personal area new, and let us say we are creating KR01. Using the company code name, we can provide whatever the address we want. It already exists. So we created KR99 as our personal area, and we have to maintain the personal area address. This address will reflect in Form 16 and other statutory forms. So we have to maintain the form address over here. So create a new tier. So here we created company code KR99. So in that KR99 we will create personal sub areas. Like KR99 is the personal area. Under this personal area we will create, let us say 001 as head office. These are the examples. Generally, I am taking this, so we can take it as HR department or finance department also. Depending on the business blueprint, we will create the sub areas like this. Then we will categorize the employees and employee groups. Let us say we have a number of examples over here, like active employees, inactive employees, like that. So here we have to create our own new one. Let us say exclamation I will give. Explanation I will give as active employees. It already exists. So a given percentage is because of non-availability of the numbers. Active employees. So again I am creating the same percentage 1 as salaried. I am creating only one. We can create a number of things like salaried monthly, salaried weekly, or salaried hourly, or contract employees or consultants likewise. So then we will go to the assignment, like we have to assign the things like we have to assign our personal area to a company code where the costs and the company legal procedures will be assigning. Here is the link between the finance and HR. So we'll go to here 99. So obviously it was empty. So as per the SAP IDS system, we have a company code given for India is 4300 and our country grouping is 40, which was given by SAP standard. This anyhow 4300 was assigned to different company codes already in standard. So this message will come. Just click on S. So just save it. So we assigned our personal area is belongs to the company code 4300. So here we will have to assign our employee group to employee subgroup. So we will go to new entries and we will give our employee group and employee subgroup, and this employee group and employee subgroup belongs to which country. Here we are configuring for India, so we have to search for our 40. So just check this employee group is allowed for only India. If this employee group is allowed for different countries, you can check a number of things. So this is the basic configuration of enterprise structure. Then we will go to our personal management. So then personal administration. So here we will go for basic settings. So maintain number ranges. Here we will maintain the every employee in the organization will have a personal number which was unique identification in SAP. So we have to create our own number range. So we will create a number range with a code, or we can select the existing ones. We will select like 66. Let us say if we create a number range, I think 809, this is the one we created, I hope previously. 809. So we will use the same number range. So we should remember the number range ID as 03. So 03 consists of the number range from this 8 4 zeros to this thing. So if this is not checked in self, means system will generate the number range at the time of hiring. We remembered our number range is 03, and here for our personal area we have to create our personal area. It's the number feature where we will default the number ranges based on the personal area, sub area, or employee group or employee subgroup. So ours is KR99. So I am just selecting this and press enter. So our KR99 came, then come here. So directly I am giving the written value here as 03. So whenever we hire an employee to this personal area, we will get the same sequence of the employee ID which was generated by the SAP system. So here the feature we have to save it, and we should not forget to activate the feature. So many times we will forget to activate the feature, and this feature won't work if we didn't activate it. Here we can check the status. See, here is the status. Every time we have to check the status, it should be active. So here is the thing. Then go to organizational data. So here we will define the attributes of the employee groups and subgroups which we created. We will tell which employee group is active in the organization to SAP system. So we created, the very first one is ours. So here this is the activity status. If you press F1, you will get the details. Like activity status 1 is active employee, is retiree, or whatever it is. So this salaried employee is active, we are telling that. Likewise, again press employment status. We have, let us treat this employee group as salaried employee, so we are giving 2, so that SAP will understand this employee group was salaried employee. Like again, the training status will be trained or trainee or whatever it is. So here we are taking as trained employees, so we are giving 2. This is the important one. We have to give. If you are not giving the attributes, SAP system can't recognize that what is the attributes of the employee, and we can't hire the employee to this employee group or employee subgroup. So after doing this, we can hire an employee. After doing this, if you want, we can test here itself hiring an employee, or we can continue further. So again, after this step, we have to go to payroll. This is the sequence which I am telling to follow, where we can run a payroll for a employee, the basic payroll. So we are going to payroll India, then basic settings, then payroll organization. Here is the period parameters, like for monthly we have monthly period and weekly we have weekly period, like that. So we will create our own, and how we are following this. We have to, this is a numeric 2-digit code. I don't think this will be available, but this is the time constraint. You can check which was given by SAP. These things SAP will support. Like anyhow, we are following monthly as of now. So and we can give which from start date. 66 is there. So now we are going with 96. This is the period parameter. Generally in real time we will use 01. 01 already given by SAP. This is 01. So in the real time, if you are following monthly, we will catch 01. But here I am showing you why and what we have to do with this new period parameter, how it will work. That's why I am showing with my created period parameter like 96 Mumbai company. Okay, likewise we have a date modifier where we will store the payment date in the date modifier. So we will create again with the same number 96 and with the same text, the date modifier where the payment date will store. So here we will create a payroll area. Payroll area is nothing but like for the group of monthly employees who belongs to let us say associates or working staff, or so group of employees where we will run payroll in a group. Like we will create, let us say 96. So we will assign the same thing here. And if you check this, SAP will understand that we are running payroll within the SAP system without outsourcing the things. So here the 96 payroll area, whoever we assign this payroll area in their master data, when we run payroll basing on this payroll area, all the employees belongs to this payroll area will be the part of the payroll program. So control record, anyhow we can create the control record without, we can't create the control record without generating the periods, because system should know what is the periods. If you generate over here, so there will be error message like 549Q, there is no entry. So for doing this, first come down to generate payroll periods, then go to the first one. So just give your period parameters as 96 which we created. So give the start date, let us say 2-3 years before you have to give when you want to implement the project. So let us say 01/04/2013 to 2020, and this is nothing but financial year start date, that is 04 is nothing but April, and this is nothing but the date. 1st of April is the start of financial year. So these rules you can study over here. This is the rules how the system should calculate the payment date of the employee.